This is English shorthand dictation number 104 and the dictation speed is 120 words per minute. Ready? Start. I am delighted to deliver the valedictory address at the two-day international webinar on Gandhi and the World organized by the Indian Council of World Affairs. I appreciate ICWA for organizing this event on Mahatma Gandhi to culminate with the two-year celebration of Gandhiji's 150th birth anniversary. During these 2 days, the seminar reflected on Gandhiji's principles and their impact and relevance across the world. There is a timelessness about Gandhian values. They seem to be relevant for all countries and for all times. However, they acquire greater relevance in a world that is facing new challenges. The world is facing one of the biggest health crises in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. When the world experienced a similar challenge in 1918 during the Spanish flu, Gandhiji spoke about the need to understand the pain of all people, especially the poor and the underprivileged. These are truly testing times. The pandemic has wrought unimaginable havoc on the economies of various nations and severely impacted the lives of the people, particularly the poor and marginalized sections. These are the times to extend a helping hand to the needy and mitigate their hardship. As stated by the Mahatma of the need to understand the pain of the people during the Spanish flu, the present times call for empathy and not sympathy towards the poor. As you all are aware, Mahatma Gandhi's birthday is recognized and celebrated as the International Day of Non-Violence by the United Nations. It not only symbolizes the everlasting imprint that the Mahatma had left on humanity, but is also a constant reminder to the world that peace is an essential prerequisite for progress. Mahatma Gandhi had showed the world a novel mode of struggle against injustice, a novel way of life through his message of truth and non-violence. He became a beacon of light for the oppressed in the 20th century and continues to be one even today, 72 years after his death. His efforts to liberate India from the colonial rule, modeled after a philosophy entrenched in the values of truth and non-violence, paved the way for the country's independence and inspired struggles against injustice and atrocities world over. It gladdens me today to see that scholars from India and 14 countries are participating in this webinar. Your presence and work on the life and philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi underlines the importance of his messages, values, and teachings and their eternal relevance, cutting across barriers of race, class, creed, gender, and geography. While Satyagrah and Ahimsa were the two pillars of the Mahatma's philosophy, what is most inspiring in the Mahatma's life is his unwavering belief in the innate goodness of humanity. Mahatma believed that there are no evil people, only evil deeds. In a world where incidents of terrorism, warfare, and heinous crimes are shaking one's faith in humanity, one must always remember the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. The universal themes of truth, non-violence, and peace are probably more relevant today than ever before. The world has changed significantly since the Mahatma was assassinated in 1948. From the development of the hydrogen bomb to climate change and global terrorism to growing materialism and the extraordinary growth of IT, it is a world that is questing for sustainable development. It is a world that is looking for solutions to intractable challenges. The world today needs a healing touch. That is what Gandhian ideals can give our world. Perhaps no other time can be more relevant than the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi to remember his universally acclaimed legacy, teachings, morals, and principles. Mahatma Gandhi's greatness lies in his ability and willingness to learn. He not only influenced the world deeply but allowed the world to equally influence and inspire his ideas. Mahatma Gandhi's views and principles will continue to be the guiding light for overcoming various challenges facing the humanity, from promoting sustainable development and self reliance to combating terrorism. He believed in cooperation and collaboration, which is a global necessity today, be it for fighting pandemic or poverty. Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy and his concept of Sarvodaya have been constant guiding light to our government, which is committed to ensuring a peaceful and prosperous India. To carry forward Mahatma Gandhi's emphasis on cleanliness, Prime Minister launched the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan to realize the goal of clean cities and villages across the country. In the world raven with the social, political, economic, as well as environmental problems, revival of Gandhian ideals is the need of the hour. I would like to compliment all the scholars who participated in this webinar. The participation from so many countries underlines the relevance of Gandhiji's legacy to the contemporary world. I am happy to address this conference on the implementation of the National Education Policy in Jammu and Kashmir, which used to be rightly called the paradise on earth. Through this conference, we must deliberate the methods and devise the ways to restore this region its glory using education as a tool. In my opinion, there could not be a better way to realize your dreams than through education. The National Education Policy, approved by the Union Cabinet in July 2020, is nothing short of a revolution. So far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, I have been meeting and interacting with school children from the region at Rashtrapati Bhavan every year. In my own experience, I can say it with conviction that Jammu and Kashmir is a reservoir of extremely intelligent, talented, and innovative children. I feel that the implementation of the education policy will produce students with ignited minds. Such youth would unleash the hidden potential and take India to greater heights in future. The unfolding of India's growth story rests on the talent and energy of its youth. Our nation has an unprecedented demographic dividend, but it can be realized only if the young people constituting a substantial segment of the population become skilled, professionally competent, and above all, educated in the real sense. In this regard, the national education policy will prove to be a milestone. I firmly believe that education is the biggest catalyst for change, and the youth is the most potent agent of social transformation. Whenever these two forces have come together, they have changed the course of history. Jammu and Kashmir is a land of rich and diverse cultural traditions, from Hinduism to Buddhism to Sufi Islam. All faiths and beliefs have found home in the cultural ethos of this land. This peaceful and shared coexistence manifests in the lives of its people. We should always remember that education brings people together. It is ignorance that divides. Jammu and Kashmir, since time immemorial, has been a center of literature and learning, science and spirituality. The creative innovations of Kashmiris in almost all areas of art and thought have been highly significant. Any history of India's cultural traditions will remain incomplete without taking them into consideration. It is not at all surprising that Kashmir became a favored place for the pan-Indian intellectual community and also for scholars from other countries to gather here and interact on issues related to different disciplines and fields of knowledge. The quest for knowledge was uplifted by the serene Himalayan surroundings, turning it into a quest for the meaning of life.